Alrighty, welcome to the Ken Bland benefit show. If you guys wouldn't mind, we're gonna get started in a few minutes here. So just come on in, take your seats. We'll do the intro and we'll get started. Alrighty.
Thank you so much for coming. If you don't know, I am Joy Bland. I am the daughter of Ken Bland, and I just want to say thank you so much for coming. If you don't know, my dad was recently diagnosed with a second round of cancer. Right now he's going through chemo, but we're hoping to raise some funds to help with a essentially custom immunotherapy that will help him fight this cancer, get rid of it for once and for all, and not coming back anytime soon. Yeah, and you know, the best way to help people heal is with some laughter. So thank you so much for coming. And yeah, I'll let my brother take over now.
Alrighty, hello. My name is KJ. I'm Ken's son, Joy's brother. There we go. That's gone. Yeah, why not, right? All right, so we've got a great show planned for you guys. So in a minute here, we'll have some people doing some comedy for you guys. It's going to be a great time. The show will last till about 8 o'clock, and then we'll do some silent auctions, a 50-50 raffle, and there's some raffle tickets you can buy to put in some bags for some gifts and goodies. We'll also have some sweets afterwards, so you might as well stay for that. And then we're hoping to mingle afterwards for a bit with you guys, say thank you, kind of just, get connected with our community again, and then we'll probably wrap around 9 o'clock. So without further ado, unfortunately, my dad couldn't make it, with the whole cancer thing. He's not supposed to be in crowds, right? So luckily, he wanted to say a few words, so we've got a video for him that'll come up in a minute here.
Hi everybody. I'm so glad you all made it out. I'm so blessed by your presence in here and that the fact that you're joining me with my journey. There's strength in numbers, and you definitely are carrying me through to the end, and I do appreciate that. Goodness, that's what I look like on big screen. I'll make this brief. Again, you guys are being total light of Christ to me, where I can actually feel God's presence in you, and I thank you for your blessings and your love. And above all, thank you for your generosity and your love, and above all, prayers. Your prayers are totally important for me. I actually feel those prayers in my being. And so thank you for coming along. Your strength builds me up, gives me the ability to get through to the end, and I'm looking forward to see you again. There is one slight detail that I'm a little disappointed in, is the fact that I can't be with you guys and be having all the fun. Because there's a lineup of talent tonight that's great, and all the people who've been together, working hands to bring this together, has just been tremendous. And your presence and your blessings are just totally thankful. I'm totally thankful for all that. So I love you guys. Enjoy your time, have a fun time, but not too much fun without me. Thanks again.
Well, that's my sweetie. That's Ken Bland. He's a 1 in a million. And so I'm so grateful you all are here tonight to support us in getting that immunotherapy. We're very hopeful that it will produce good results for him, longevity, and a lot more laughs and a lot more talking for those of you who know and love my Ken. So, by the way, Ken, they're all laughing at that last. If I haven't gotten a chance to greet you yet today, please make a point of saying hello afterwards. We're going to end about 8, and then at 8:30 we'll be announcing the raffle and the silent auction and 50-50 raffle winners, and then we have till 9 o'clock to enjoy company and desserts. So we have a great show tonight. I'm really excited to know all 3 of these comics, so thank you guys for doing that. And right now I want to introduce our host and MC, who is also my brother-in-law. By the way, we do have a bunch of Kens. We call him Kenny. My husband is Ken, and then my son we call KJ. So if you just say Ken and our family, we don't know who you're talking to. Anyways, tonight I want to introduce our host and MC for tonight's show. He's worked with Jerry Seinfeld, George Carlin, and Richard Pryor. Welcome, Ken Severa.
Thank you, Sherry. Let's have another hand for everybody. Sherry, KJ, Joy. So I understand the Bears are opening Monday night. How about it? You guys Bear fans? I hope we have a good year. I'm sick of the jokes. How do you keep a bear out of your backyard? Put up a goalpost. Why can't the Bears have a website? Can't put 3 W's together. We don't need to hear those anymore. I have a Vikings joke too, though. What do you call a Minnesota Vikings fan with a Super Bowl ring? A thief. I'll tell you guys, good to see you. I was in Indiana last week, so it's nice to see teeth again. Honest to God, I'm getting ready to go on stage. This guy walks up to me, he goes, "I'm gonna kick your butt. What do you think of that?" I said, "Well, that's fine. Most people in this town have no goals at all." Unbelievable. Weird stuff's been happening to me, I swear to you. I went into a Walmart last week. I needed toothpaste and dental floss. Walmart greeter walks up to me. I go, "Where are the dental supplies?" She opens her mouth. She has 2 teeth. I'm thinking, well, apparently she doesn't know either. Her teeth were practicing social distancing. They were 6 feet apart. She looks at me. She goes, "Dental supplies are in aisle 7. So, well, then follow me. We'll get you a toothbrush. When I say toothbrush, I mean toothbrush. We'll shine those chiclets right up. Then this happens. I'm with my dad. We're in a mall. We're shopping for like 4 hours. We're getting tired. My dad goes, "Let's duck into this restaurant, get a round of Cokes. Get a little caffeine in us." All right, so that sounded good. We go in the restaurant, we sit down, we order a round of Cokes. Cokes come with straws in them, right? So my dad's talking to me. He's not paying attention to what he's doing. He goes, take a sip of his Coke, turns his head, straw goes up his nose. Shock of it makes him jerk his head back with the straw still in there, causing a massive stream of Coke to go shooting out of the straw, wipes the family out behind us. I see this, you guys. I am peeing in my pants. My dad looks at me with the straw still in his nose and actually says, "Don't make a scene." What? Okay, Wild Kingdom man, Dad, make you feel at home. Unbelievable. So we were at a funeral about 3 months ago. A friend of mine passed away. Great comic, by the way. We're standing around the casket. Funeral director walks in, he goes, "Okay, everybody, please get in your car, get behind the hearse. We're now proceeding to the cemetery." Hearse pulls out, he hits the first corner, he hangs a right. We're all following him. Hits the next corner, hangs another right, hits the third corner, hangs another right. Said to my wife, something's not right. Hits the fourth corner, hangs another right. They go right back into the funeral. They forgot his body. You cannot make stuff like this up. Now, picture this. Everybody at the funeral home is dying with laughter. It changed the whole mood of the day. They get out of their car, we're hitting high fives. And I can't even imagine what the people driving by the funeral home are thinking. Wow, that must have been somebody's boss. They have Monday off. I'm a huge sports fan. Bulls fans here? Oh, wow, that just kind of went. Yeah, Yeah, big bulls. I miss the glory days. Michael, Dennis, Scotty, 6 rings. How about it, huh? Yeah. And I love Dennis Rodman. When Dennis dyed his hair white, didn't he look like a Polaroid negative of a white guy? I'm just saying. I don't know. You like the president? He's doing a great job, isn't he? Cleaning this place up. Yeah. I got this great Trump joke. So a guy walks into a Muslim bookstore. He goes, "Hey, you have the latest book by Donald Trump?" The Muslim goes, "You get out of here, you dirty dog, and don't come back." Guy goes, "Yeah, that's one." I think I'd make a great president. I have good ideas. First thing I would do if I became president of this country, I set up idiot zones in it. Because there are way too many people in this nation who think a thesaurus is the thing they saw in Jurassic Park. And I wrote down some notes here that I'm going to read to you. The following people will report to the idiot zones. Anyone who can identify more than 3 professional wrestlers. If that's you, get in the truck outside. Anyone who leaves their turn signals on for 35 freaking miles. Or anyone who bought season tickets to see the Bears. Oh, man. I mean, you know, Kevorkian should have been the team doctor, I think, for you. We're going to get some laws passed, too. For instance, I want tartar control crest for all carnival workers. From now on, it's going to be legal to use a stun gun on all highway construction workers. Breaks over, Fabio. Move the cone. Women who work at makeup counters can no longer wear the whole dang counter on their face. And I say, if you race a cop and beat him to your driveway, he can't give you a ticket. Yeah, that's right. I'm not done. I want to gather up all the people on the streets that talk to themselves and form them into small discussion groups. I figured out what to do with the homeless. Give them jury duty. Hey, we have jobs, not like their day is back. While they're in court, we bring back all the shopping carts. There's a win-win. I want to have highways for drunks. Get them off our roads, let them kill each other. Even have great names for the roads, like the Charlie Sheen Expressway. Be great, you could have the lanes weaving back and forth, in and out. Speed limit changes every 50 yards, 55, 3, 108. You'll know the tequila drinkers, too. They'll be following the salt trucks real close. Well, you guys are a wonderful crowd. We are really thankful you're here tonight. We've got a great show lined up for you. Let's hear it for Ken Bland. You know what? I want to say something about Kenny. I have never met somebody who is more of a pure human being than this guy. The thing that impressed me from the very beginning, the time I met him, is his devotion to God. He is more devoted to God than almost anyone I've ever met. He is just the purest human being. I pray every night that he gets better. And I know you guys will too. And we really thank you for coming here tonight. Thank you very much. Give yourself a round of applause. So tonight, we've assembled both guys on the show are great friends of mine. I met Matt Summerfield years ago when he was first beginning his comedy career. And he is the co-host of the comedy podcast Whiskey Bits, and he has a dry bar comedy special. Sounds impressive, right? Right? Yeah, according to him, it was just okay. So lower the bar and raise your hands for my good friend, Matt Summerfield.
Give it up for Ken Severa, yeah, hey. Oh my goodness. Sweet, I got all his comedy notes. That's awesome. I'm gonna actually be funny tonight. How you guys doing? I'm not gonna lie, that was the shortest conversation I've ever had with Ken Bland. That was really good. Sorry, Ken, sorry about that. But there's no rebuttal, so talk to yourself on your couch. Wow, that got dark real quick. Sorry. You never know what's going to happen when I come up here and you give... I don't know why they keep giving me a microphone in this building. I got to tell you. I used to go to church here, and I'm still friends with everybody here, and the pastor, he looks angry at me. Okay, I'll be good. I'll be good, Ken. I'll be good. No, this is great. I'm very happy to be here. You guys at the end, we'll see if that's how you feel as well. So this is good. This is good. How many of you have ever talked to me in life before? Okay, and then the rest of you haven't. Good, so I can just make stuff up. That's gonna be great. I'm gonna block everybody else on Facebook. That's good. I don't even use Facebook anymore. I got kids. I got 3 of them. That was weird. Security! Creeping me out a little bit over there. No, it's okay. It's just Mike. It's just Mike. He does that. You can say anything. He's like, yeah. He hit his head earlier, I think, is what happened. No, sorry. It's just, what happens, you don't know. It just comes in and boom. And then it's just like, I don't even know what I said. Really. It's usually, my wife can attest, she's there. She's like, don't point me out. There she is right there. Yep. Hey! All right, cool. Sorry, inside joke. No, there's a lot of familiar faces here tonight. This is awesome. This is very cool. Half of you probably heard all the jokes already, but that's okay. I'm sure it was memorable the first time. No, I got 3 kids. They keep growing up every time I do this bit. So what are they now? 10, Madison? 10, 8, and 4, 5, whatever. They're kids. It's good. It's fun having kids. It's great. Woo! Oh, I'm tired. It is really fun having kids, though, because they do crazy things, right? Kids do, they're maniacs, really, is what it is. They're probably watching this, and you are maniacs, and I love you, but you're crazy. But they do things that adults could just never get away with, you know? Kids, they do. It's just, we accept it because, oh, well, they're just a kid, right? Oh, they're just a kid, or, oh, they're just 90. You know, it's kind of the same thing. 90-year-olds, hello. Okay. Nope, can't hear me. Wow. This is improv. That was improv right there. That's what that was. That was not, no, that's, I'm gonna get a letter. Found Waldo. Okay. I'm sorry. She's wearing a Waldo hat. You can't put the lady with the Waldo hat in the front row. Hi, you're sweet. I love you. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. What do you do in a situation like this, Ken? I mean, you just keep going? Okay. Keep going. Okay. All right. Don't laugh. That's horrible. You can't keep laughing. I mean, laugh. You're going to kill me later, aren't you? Okay. I don't even need to do my jokes. I think I'm just going to keep doing this. No, the kids, they're crazy, right? But here's what's nice about having kids is you get to learn, once again, how to get out of things, okay? This is amazing, because the kids have a million excuses of why, and until they're blue in the face, you're blue in the face saying, no, no, no. They have so many reasons why they don't, you need to put pants on or whatever, you know? It's like they're geniuses at getting out of things. And so, for example, and I like to use that because I kind of forgot how to get out of stuff that I don't want to do. So if Madison's like, my wife, if she's like, hey, can you, do the dishes or take out the trash? I just... I can't move, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I'm not able to move. I'm stuck here. Sometimes I go full possum. They always put one leg up in the air, too. You ever notice that, the kids? They're just down there with one leg in the air, waving it around. Sometimes my kids will just do like curly, in the 3 stages, just walk in a circle. Like, honey, the ceiling's really dirty. You should really do something about that. Woo! It's hard to do. Don't clap. Don't pity clap me. Oh, go ahead. That was fun. That was good, yeah. turning 40. I'm 40. That joke gets harder every year. Oh yeah, also I'm bald now, so that happened. Randy, your hair is like, you are locks of love. That's what you are. That's... He is LOL. That's what we're going to call him from now on. Locks of love. Randy Petercourt. That guy, he's a national treasure right there. That's what he is, yeah. Well, kids, they're crazy. They are. They say crazy things too. You know, like I remember my siblings. So I grew up in a house of 6 kids. You don't know. Because my mother's come back from the grave. Yes, you did. Yes, I have researched you online before this. I know everything about you and your address. This blah blah blah. No, but she's right. Oh my gosh, what is happening? We don't know. No, I grew up with a house of 6 kids. It's crazy. And then my siblings were some good examples of kids who say insane things. My brother, I kid you not, so I'm the oldest. So stepbrother and then me, but biologically I'm the oldest. and so he was only like 8 months old or whatever. But my brother was younger. He was younger than me, right? Because I'm the older one. That's how that works in families. KJ knows what I'm talking about because you knew that's your sister. You said that. You're like, this is my sister. And we're like, we know. We just aren't sure if you knew. Did you notice what happened is all 3 of them came up and just named that they were members of each other's family. Okay, it's good. It's informative. Maybe Ken doesn't remember. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. It's very good. I'm sure he appreciated that. This isn't even one of my jokes. What? I will, sir. Thank you, Mike. Mike keeps me in check. That's what he does. He keeps me in check. So I said, you sit there and you either nod and smile or keep me in check. So that's what he does there. No, my brother, he literally went up to our 98-year-old neighbor. I think it was Waldo. And I am going to hell. Sorry, Ken. He went up to the neighbor, sat in her lap, looks at her in the eyes, and he's like 4, 5, 6, something like that, and goes, I'm the good one. Yeah, he said that. And she goes, well, now I know who to look out for. But she was wrong. So, yeah. Kids say crazy things, you know, it's true. It's like they have kids' Tourette's. You know, they just, my sister in the grocery line was there. She was like 3 or 4, and she goes, and she had like a little bit of a lisp. She was like, ew, you smell, you need a shower. And my stepmom was like, did you just tell the lady she smells she needs a shower? And so my stepmom was like, no, she said, would you like a flower? But the lady did actually smell. I think Tourette's is weird, since we're talking about that, right? It is kind of a weird thing. Yeah? Anybody here have Tourette's? We would have heard you? Okay. But it's weird. I think it's weird that Tourette's, now there's different types. I'm not talking about like physical things. I'm talking like the swearing Tourette's. Like, why, and I'm sure there's a medical reason, don't tell me, you'll ruin the joke, but why is it always swear words? I think that's a little odd. I think it'd be funny if you go to the doctor and you're like, I think I have Tourette's, and then he, does the inspection or however that works, and I don't know how you do a Tourette's inspection, just talk. I probably have it. And they're like, I'm sorry, we have some really bad news for you. You have Tourette's. You're like, oh man, whoa. It's like, it's not your typical kind of Tourette's. It's actually called fruit Tourette's. Can you imagine if you just shouted up random fruits like apples, pears, banana, kumquat? What is the most offensive sounding fruit? That'd probably be what I just said. Okay, don't do that joke at a church. All right, doesn't matter. That's not a Sunday service. No, kids, they do say crazy things. My daughter, the 4-year-old, going to be 5 soon. Like I said, we're believers. We love the Lord. And we take them to church. And every now and then at church, you do communion, right? It's supposed to be a good celebration of what Christ did for us on the cross, right? Okay. Here's how she ruined it. No, she says crazy stuff. We don't let her have the communion yet because she's 5 and she hasn't, she doesn't have a relationship with the Lord yet. I mean, who knows in her heart, but we're just like, we want you to understand it. And so every time we go up, she always feels, and literally, I kid you not, it was during a sermon Aaron, our pastor, was doing, and it's the middle of him explaining, like, this is the Lord's body, and this represents his blood. And she goes in the middle of like a break, like a silence break. She just goes, "When can I eat the body?" Mom, when can I eat the body? Mom, body. That's more in baby sign language. I'm like, down, devil child. It's insane. That's a true story. That actually happened. Yeah, that's messed up. That's some messed up stuff. That's weird. My kids, anybody got kids in sports? Anybody's kid not over 30 in here? Good Lord. Sheesh. Whew. Got a couple over there. All right, got a couple over there. All right. Very good. My kids do sports. My daughter, this joke was a lot different when she was like bad at basketball, but now she's actually really good. But it still stands. Look, when she was younger and she was playing, I don't know who I felt worse for. If I felt worse for me having to sit there on a Saturday wasting away watching the girls just go back and forth, or the referee. Because the referee the entire time, he's just like, stop braiding her hair, double dribble, triple dribble, quit crying. I really should have paid attention in high school. And at these games, they weren't even keeping score. But they did have Jerry, the scoreboard keeper, sitting there like a moron. Just, you know, I'm not sure what he did. I think every now and then he'd press the buzzer, which was automated. Like, he's literally the only guy that they pay not to do his job. He just sits there slowly wasting away into nothing. You know? And my wife would film all these games too, by the way. Yeah, film it. I'm like, what? Why are you filming this? 4-year-old basketball game. No, there's not gonna be a viewing later, okay? Like, the only viewing we're going to is Jerry's funeral, because I'm pretty sure he just died at the scoreboard of boredom. So, but it is different. My son plays baseball. Baseball fans, we're really into baseball. Okay, wow. America's pastime sport, whatever. You have a Sox hat on and you didn't even say you're a fan. Unbelievable. Okay, baseball. Yeah, high five. Boom, right there. That comes later. Yeah. No, but it's great. Like, my son, legit, it was 2 years ago, having a son in sports versus a daughter. This is the difference. Okay, my son, they started pitching, fastball right to the cheek. Didn't cry. He had this seam on his face. It was quite funny, actually. But, you know, as a dad, you're like, all right, you're going to be all right. Like, let's tough it out, get him some ice. You're going to be okay, you know. You're fine. But in girls basketball, another 6-year-old pushed my daughter. I have never wanted to punch another 6-year-old in the face so hard in my life. So I'm just saying, it hits a little different. And I'm no longer allowed back at Emmanuel Lutheran Church. It's okay, I am not Lutheran anyways, so. Joke's on you. There's some sports that I don't know if I consider them a sport. You know, any tennis fans in here? Exactly, right? Tennis! Here's what I don't understand. Yes, you have to be athletic to move. Obviously, I don't think I could go back and forth for any amount of time. I'm already winded. But why do you gotta be so quiet on the tennis court? You know? It doesn't make any sense. It's like, okay, you watch football, right? And what happens in football? You got these like 10-ton trucks like staring there, they're in armor, like knight's armor. They're about ready to rip your face off. And what the crowd's like, ah, you know, and they're like, down, sit, ah. You know, there's no quiet there. And it's like you got to catch like the brown pig skin, and it's like the dirt's everywhere. You can't see. Like, you get the thing on your face, the helmet, whatever that's called. I don't know. Clearly, I'm an actor. I don't know sports. But it's, you know, and it's like everyone's shouting. Baseball, you go to a baseball game, they're throwing like 100-mile-an-hour fastballs at your face. Clearly, my son knows about that. You know, and everyone, what do you hear there? Like, hot dog, get your hot dog here, lemon ice, lemon ice. Meanwhile, John Benedict for the Cubs is like, no one's quiet, but at tennis, they're like, shh. Oh, he's got to go back and forth and smack this giant green ball with a snowshoe. Be quiet. It doesn't make any sense. And they're always so angry. They're just like, ha! Ha! You know? They actually started miking up the tennis players. Did you guys see that? This legit happened. And there was, I can't even do this joke, but there was this, I'm going to do it anyways. There was one, they mic'd up the wrong lady. because her did not sound like she was struggling. Okay, moving on. It was a thing, it was weird. Learned a lot that day. I think there's things in sports. You know, I don't really have parental supervision anymore, so this is what you get. I could use it. Anyone wants to adopt me? Randy tried. He tried. No, I think there's things in sports that we could carry into real life, and I think there's things in sports that we absolutely should not carry into life. I think helmets would be a great thing to carry into life for all those people that Ken has on his list at the end there. A lot of those people need helmets. Some of them already choose to wear them, which is a little weird. If I run into this lovely lady here after the show, wearing a cup would probably be a good idea. Probably be a good idea for me. Maybe some shoulder pads. Yeah. But there's some things we probably shouldn't do, like coaches. We're still doing with the butt slapping. What is that? Why are we doing that? The butt slapping for the coaches. Not for the coaches. The coaches are doing the butt slapping. What is that? Never once in coaching my kids' baseball team did I smack a butt. Like, a good game. Is it football? It's like they're wearing the tight pants. I feel like I got it. But it's like, maybe you shouldn't. It's 2025. You know, like, we should not be bringing that into regular life, though. Like, you don't want to go to, like, Jewel, you know, and the lady's checking out, and you're just like, you know, and she's like, hey. Like, I'm sorry, you used a coupon. It was really good. You saved 20%. It was awesome. Good game. Good job. Arrested. Why did I do that so feminine-like? Because I wish I had hair. See what I was doing? You guys, it's so hard being me. I'm telling you. There's just a lot of stuff up here. No, our kids are crazy. They eat everything. So, yeah, they eat everything. Somehow I'm still fat, but they do eat a lot. And so we just decide Saturdays. Is that today? Is today Saturday? Okay, thank you. Yeah, today's the day. We decide that on Saturdays we just don't feed them. So, don't give them food, nothing. Because we take them to the taste of Costco. Not a lot of Costco fans. Sam's Club? Walmart? All right. It's like, it's like a gang fight, you know, you can imagine. No, Costco, it's an adventure, right? Every time you go. You love Costco, see? She loves it, right? Why do you like Costco? Because of what? The free what? Food, samples. Yes, exactly. And here's a trick. You get there, first of all, the parking lot's 40 miles long. You got to park way in the back. So here's my trick for you. All right, you find the cart guy that has that motorized cart thing. When you hop on that thing like a family of hobos and ride it all the way to the front, saves so many steps, but you can still count the steps if you do this. Little trick. I don't know why I just turned around. I was looking for a stool. I'll do it without the stool. No, you get there to the front. Are you crying already, Madigan? Just wait. The show's not even over yet. You're crying out of fear or embarrassment. Another inside joke. I'm sorry. You get to the front, and you got the Gestapo there waiting for you to pull out your membership card to prove that you're a member, right? You belong here. I always wondered what would happen if you didn't have a Sam's Club or Costco membership card, right? Would Batman just pop from around the corner, just take you in a dark room, turn that little light on? All right, we know you're not a legitimate member. It's the Christian Bale Batman. We know you're not a legitimate member. Are you from Sam's Club? No. We take the kids in, and we're like, it's like releasing the Kraken, you know? It's like, have at ye, children. Go, be free. Enjoy the samples aplenty. Which is what we do. I think it's funny, and we all do this. Don't even pretend like you don't. Especially you, Mike. I know I've seen you. We all think we could trick the sample lady into the fact that we haven't already had 20 samples of cheese. Because you do that walk, like, oh, I'm gonna get her. Oh, what is that? What's that you have there on the thing? I've never seen that before. Well, how do you say that? Is that Chezzy? Chezzy? Sir, it is cheese. You've already had 72 samples. Please just buy the pound behind me and be on your way home. I don't know what you're talking about. I go crazy with the samples, personally. I love it. You know, it's like cheese, 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 pot sticker, cheese, cheese, Gatorade, cheese. Go-Gurt. You get one every now and then, it's a little sour. Your Go-Gurt's gone bad. They're like, sir, that's a Tide Pod. I'll take the box. Cute. The worst thing is when you're waiting at a sample table for the sample to be ready. You really need to rethink your life at that point. Let's just talk about the reality of what's happening. You've made some bad choices, first of all, to get into this point where you think it's a good idea, like you're getting something out of this to wait for that burnt, little pizza roll that they're gonna give you. You just stand there for like 20 minutes. And to me, I'm like, it's ridiculous. Like, isn't there like 400 microwaves over in aisle 732 you can just go grab and let's speed the process along, okay? Fabiana, let's go. Fabiana, she's my friend that works at Costco. She's really good. She just heats everything up real nice. So it's good. That's not true. Sorry. I don't know a Fabiana, nor have I ever known a Fabiana, honey. I'll sleep downstairs tonight. Okay. Well, he said Fabiana, so he must know somebody. That's not how she talks. She's staring daggers at me. I am in so much trouble. Wow. You guys still do the PADS program here? Sleep here tonight? Son of a gun. Okay. All right. Well, sleeping outside tonight. I love Costco. And it's great because you got your shopping cart, your truckload full of stuff. And here's the thing, they don't sell one of anything at Costco. No, they don't. Everything's bulk. They sell bulk of everything. Like, we were there a couple years ago, we tried to buy just one mattress, and there was a guy behind us with 10 other mattresses. He's like, I'm sorry, we don't sell one of anything. Have more kids. Okay. So we did. But you bring it up to the 40 registers, right? But here's what's funny. They have 40 registers and 2 people working them. I'm thinking, you have bulk of everything. Why don't you get bulk workers? What do? They make you take out your Costco membership card again to prove, not cardigan, but card again. Unless you have a Costco card again, you probably work there. They make you take it out again to prove you're still a legitimate member. Nothing's changed since you've been in here for the last 3 days. And they don't even give you bags. They're like, here, use this box from the Go-Gurt you downed earlier. Take that. You can put your watermelon in that, buddy. And then they make you get in another freaking line. And this is the line of all lines. Oh, yeah. You got to prove that when you left the register and took 10 steps, you didn't take like a TV with you or something. And what is the job interview for this like? How do they find that guy? Like, oh, we got to find somebody really qualified for this. Sir, you're in for this interview for this role. Let's tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a hard worker, I'm good with people, and I'm rarely late.
Sir, I'm not going to lie, none of that matters. Can you take a piece of paper and draw a long black line down the center of it like you looked at it? Look, how's your blind line drawing skills? All right, if you see a kid, do you sometimes want to draw a smiley face on a piece of paper? No?
Well, yeah, I do actually. That's really weird, but yeah.
All right, you're hired, sir. What's your name?
Jerry, the scoreboard keeper.
Oh, hey! He's alive! Alive. I've never done that before. That was weird. Are my shoes so white? Aren't I so white? Just trying out punchlines. I don't like shopping. I just don't. I'm not a fan. My wife loves shopping. She loves to go shopping. It's like she's always finding excuses to go shopping, too. Oh, Kohl's is having a sale. Doesn't Kohl's have a sale every day, hon? They do. In fact, I think it's not a sale anymore. Let's just say it's their freaking regular prices. And if I try to go to Kohl's, oh, it's an interrogation, especially if the mother-in-law's in town. And I try to go to Kohl's, it's always like, oh, don't forget the 20% off. You got the 20% off, don't forget the 30% off. We have Kohl's Cash, get the 20%, the 30% off, that's like 50% there. And then you get the Kohl's Cash, that's another $50. And then, we get the credit card too, so you use the credit card, and then you pay it at that moment and just make everybody mad that's behind you in the line. But use the 20%, the 30%, if you take the kids, they can get a job, and then they'll get the employee discount. I'm going to Menards. Oh, don't forget the rebate. she'll have her friends over, and they'll just be sitting there like a bunch of, like, I don't know, addicts of gambling, scratching off those Kohl's mailers, trying to look. I'm like, honey, stop. It's like the lottery. I'm like, we gotta cut you off. I'm sorry. My mother-in-law went to Kohl's the other day. She had so many coupons. Her cart was full. By the end of the checkout, they owed her $50. Amazing. Incredible. It was great. I don't like shopping, though, because I always get lost. I don't know what it is. It's something that just must be, the universe is like, every time you walk into a store, Matt, you're going to find yourself in the lingerie section. I don't know why. It's weird, I know, but I don't understand it. The item I'm looking for, it's like a hammer, and for some reason, everywhere I go, lingerie's there. There it is again. It's awkward, and the only person in the store working in the lingerie section, it's always a young lady. Perfect. Awkward. I was hanging out there the other day, and that's weird. That's a little weird. No, but you know, the people that are there, the older guys, they don't even care anymore, you know? Like, at least I'm like, oh, this feels, I'm like a kid. I'm like 2, you know? It's like, ooh, pictures. You know, and it's like, with the older men, they're like, yeah. That's not the way they used to make them, but I like it. They just look at it, you know? I'm like, all right, Dad, let's go. Come on. Time to take your pill. That's elder abuse. That's a real thing, and I do not condone it. Going in the lingerie section. Mannequins. Yeah. See the way those things have developed nowadays? Yeah, you know men have taken over the design of those things. You know what I'm talking about, ladies? The ones with the voluptuous curves but no heads? What kind of message are we delivering to our children? Mannequins don't have any heads, you know? It's like they're always a little cold. Why? I don't understand. Okay. All right, moving on. Sorry. I'm sorry, Kent. Wow. Yeah, definitely not coming back next time. I do like the mannequins, though, because it reminds me of when I used to want to be a model. Yeah. I know you're thinking it, KJ. Like, that guy could be a model, right? I did look better back in the day, for 40, and had more hair. But I wasn't like your typical, like, could-be model, obviously. I had better aspirations. There's different types of models. You know, I had my choices, obviously, of what I could be. And I was like, all right, well, what do you have? You have your magazine models, okay, and these are the people that are always, like, in a nice, like, suit or flowy red dress, and they're, like, plastered up against, like, a chair in the middle of a field, you know, and they're just, like, looking all nice and I'm hot, yeah. And at the bottom of the page, it says, Cheerios. Lowered my cholesterol. Yeah. It's like, I don't think I could pull that off. Not quite. And then you have like your television models and things like that, you know, but then there's the lesser kind of model, the lesser known kind of model, I should say, that we're not as familiar with, which I think I'd be perfect at. And that is the textbook model. The high school textbook model. You know what I'm talking about? The guys with like the pastel colored shirts from the 1990s that match those Dixie cups, you know, like the teal, the purple, the black. Remember that wave on all those Dixie cups in the movies? And they always have a buddy with them who's just way too excited about math because he's like... and he's got the huge fro, you know, he's just, yeah, but he's white, you know, he's got the fro. And he's like, whoa. And the photographer must have taken the picture like right before he hits full smile because he's... I think I could be that guy. Look at me. I'm already that guy. He doesn't have a care in the world. In high school, we were worried about what we were going to wear, what our hair used to look like. Randy, he doesn't have a care in the world. You know? You know who that guy is today? That nerd? Yeah, that's Bill Gates, okay? All right? I'm just saying. I could do it. But I like doing this. I like doing this. Like I said, I'm 40, turned 40, and you have to, that pity clap over there. Oh, no, that was a cracking of a cup. Okay. Good. No, I like going to the gym. I go to the gym all the time. I've been donned the mayor of the morning at the gym because I talk too much, And so I talked to everybody there. But I like going, but there's some, some people need to just get over themselves. Like, I'm not the guy that's like, obviously, not the guy standing there looking at himself too much in the mirror. But there's all these, like, I think it's mostly like the the college kids or they're just out of college and they're just always like puffed up chest, and literally like looking at themselves in the mirror, And you have those guys, and then you have the guys you're like, I don't know what this person's doing. They look like they're auditioning for Cirque du Soleil because there was one guy literally on the ground the whole time, and he was just doing this, It's just... There's one guy beating a column, just dance beating a column. I don't know, mushrooms, I don't understand. But the ladies would go up to him and be like, what are you doing? So interesting. And he's like, I just working out my lower dorsal fin. In the back there, I gotta work that out. My wing muscles here. No, it's weird. But I think it's funny, the puffed up thing, right? Because it reminds me of those birds. You guys ever watch like the Discovery Channel? And you see like those birds. I'm gonna break my neck doing this. Okay, you see those birds that do that dance to attract a mate? I'm like, why did that God not let humans do that? Can you imagine? It is so hard. I remember we were dating. It was very difficult to find a mate. But if I could have done this, you like that? Is that good? What about that? You like that? Or the animals that just like, This do anything for you? Come over here. We're gonna dance right now. Oh, you're scared? Okay. Is that the police? All right, I'm leaving. I don't know. It's crazy. I did learn recently that I can no longer have dairy. That's a thing now. Are we booing? Yeah, boo for that. Or for me, whichever. Either way, it's a reaction. You can't have dairy, but luckily, we've ruined dairy anyways, right? Because we have a million different milks you can try. I'm thinking, do you think the cows are upset? That we've kind of taken over their product line? They're like literally sitting out there in the field. You know how much grass I have eaten? And now you're milking a nut. How do you milk a nut? I don't know. How do you do it? They have tiny little nipples on the end? I don't know. I think this is the first time nipple's been said on stage here. And probably the last. No, but seriously. How do you milk an almond? No, seriously. I want to know. Scientists, how do you do it? Here's how you do it. You want to know how you milk an almond? I'll tell you. Here's how you get almond milk. You take almonds, you grind them up real nice, right? Then you take regular milk, pour it over the almonds, drain the almonds, and there you have it, almond milk. Stop milking everything. Leave it alone. Let milk be milk. Gluten is gluten is gluten, okay? Eggs are eggs. There's no powdered eggs. You don't see a chicken shooting blanks. No! It's an egg. I don't know. See how long it lasts. This is exhausting. Being me. My good friend Matt Madigan, some of you may know him. He has a couple jobs. He has a wonderful job. One of them is so interesting. He does drug testing for athletes. Very good, very noble, right? We need that. Yes, clap for that. Clap for that. Rick O'Connor is here somewhere. He's really a little too big. You might want to take a look at him. Where are you, Rick? Uh-oh. Put the sniper down. Okay. No, he does drug testing for athletes, okay? UFC, a lot of UFC guys, a lot of, I don't know, what else do you like? Olympics people. Great, also athletes is what they're called. Olympics people. We're gonna watch these Olympics people compete. No, that's not what they say. It's hot. He does drug testing for athletes, but there's some sports that he does drug testing for that I'm like, why do we care about this? Like curling? Olympic curling? Do you guys know what this sport is? Sport? Olympic curling sport? It's, why are we, okay, first of all, you have the thrower, you get the thrower, and what does he do? What's this big feat of athleticism that he has to do? He literally, the move is this. That's it. That's all he does. But when he does it, he looks like a freaking angel because he's like, and then he floats down the ice in this little like yoga. I can't even, I'm gonna break something. I need help. Ken, you're gonna have to help me up. I'm legit stuck. No, he does it like this, right? He floats down the ice. You have the thrower, and then what do you have? The sweeper, and he's. What kind of drug are we concerned that these people are on that is going to make them better at curling? The thrower, that's beer for sure. They're checking his blood alcohol level, the color of his urine for an oversaturation of beer. The darker the color, the worse, you know. The sweeper guy, that's Adderall. That's not even the weirdest one. This is a real sport. Look it up. Combat juggling. It's exactly what you think it is. It's literally juggling and ninjas. They're fighting each other whilst juggling. I say whatever drug they're on, let them have it. I think the only thing we can do to make it even better is light those things on fire. How are we doing on time, guys? Doing all right on time? 5 more, all right. Whew, that's good for all of us, let's be honest. Ostrich racing. That's another real sport, right? It's true, ostrich racing. Now look, we know what the jockey's on, okay? He's on the ostrich, ha ha. Insert joke, funny, right? But I think we should be testing that ostrich. Have you ever tried to look at one in the face? They always look guilty because they're always burying their head in the sand. Yeah, it's crazy. It's good. I don't think I could do that job though, because he has to do the testing to make sure that it's them peeing in the cup and not somebody else peeing in the cup. And if I had to do it, we'd be in trouble because I'd be in trouble because I'd say something inappropriate, obviously, because I have to be friends with everybody, you guys. Like, I gotta be friends with everybody. All right, and so this is an awkward situation that we're all in currently in this moment. But also in a situation like that, I'd be like, wow, this is really intimate and awkward, but I do need to do my job, make sure it's you peeing in the cup and not Bill behind you. So, yeah, but how can I, make this less awkward? Oh, I see you're Jewish. Wow. Jesus was Jewish. Me too. Not as Jewish as you, but that's just my mother's side, my grandma. I'd get fired day 1. Okay. So we got through that one. Look, before I go, I just want to say, again, thanks for having me here tonight. Please show your support to the Bland family. They are some of the most amazing people that I've gotten to know over my many, many years, probably since I was like 14 here at this church. And in all seriousness, Ken is one of those guys that he makes you want to keep being funny because he just has such a good sense of humor. He's such a goofball, and so I'm just so proud that I was even considered funny at all. Unless I made it worse, we might have a problem. We actually lost money. We got a lot of refund to do. So there's an auction going for you to get off the stage. People are putting a lot of money towards that. So you're gonna have to get out of here, kid. But sincerely, prayers are super helpful. We know that the Lord is going to do a mighty work, and we're just in anticipation of that, right? Yeah. All right. Speaking of God, in the last joke, I got to just take this time to do another announcement. That is that fall's coming up, and we need to be careful out there because there's a lot of freaking Canadian geese coming around, right? What is their problem? Especially around here. Have you seen anybody who thinks Canadians are kind, fun-loving people have never met their Air Force, okay? They're always with that stupid, long, skinny, pink tongue just. And I'm like, I guess you'd be ticked off too if your neck was 3 feet long and you pooped every time you took a step because there's just. Did God just forget to, put in that helpful area on the goose when he was making him? Michael the Archangel's up there like, God, I don't mean to pry. But don't you think they're going to need a little resistance in that area? He's like, no, Michael, check this out. It's going to be hilarious. After all, I am the first comedian. The goose doesn't even know what's happening. They're like, helps them fly, I think. But they're so angry, and I get scared of them. They're little. I get scared still. And the only thing that can happen is that. I mean, that's all that's going to happen. But I looked it up. I was like, why are they so angry? Why? You want to know why they're angry? I figured it out. You know where geese descend from? Raptors. From Jurassic Park. Velociraptors. Okay, look. Let me demonstrate. Goose. It's like that mating call from earlier. Raptors. A little different, but not so much. Thank you guys very much. I'm Matt Summerfield.
Matt Summerfield, everybody. Wow. Hey, Matt, I saw you when you first started, man. That's a lot of growth. Let's hear it for Matt. That is amazing. And now we're going to bring up our next act. Our next act actually introduced my wife and I. He's a comedy magician, so I told him, hey, if this gig doesn't work out, you can, make her disappear, right? But I would never do that. I've got the greatest wife on earth. Help me welcome a great comedy magician, my good friend, John P. Hopkins.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ken Severa, give him a round of applause. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John P. Hopkins. I travel all over the country entertaining, and it's been a particularly exciting 6 weeks for me because I just signed a contract with HBO. I know, I am so psyched about this. So I want to tell you a little bit about it. I give them $125 a month. They give me HBO, Showtime, Cinemax, and the Disney Channel, so I am just a bundle of nerves. And I do travel a bit in this business. Last weekend, I was in Des Moines, Iowa. I had a great show. I got done with the show, and I went to a disco. And I got out on the floor. I started dancing. I looked around. I saw these old guys dance, making fools of themselves. And then I realized these are mirrors. Go around the... Yeah, I had to fly back to O'Hare, not my favorite airport. I got in about 2 in the morning. I had to take that bus. Takes you to remote parking. The bus was packed, and a little old lady got on that bus. She had to have been about 85. Not one person stood up to give her their seat. I tell you, I sat there amazed. I was stunned by the whole thing. I said, that doesn't seem right, does it? Well, enough of this. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the giveaway portion of the program. Someone in the audience gets a chance to win $100 cold cash, $100 cold cash. I need a volunteer for this. Let's see what we got up there. dome or is it in a pocket? Oh, no, it's not going to do me any good. All right, a couple objects here. I have a deck of cards. What are the odds of that? I like to show everybody these cards all are different and they're all mixed up. Okay, fair enough? All right. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to bug you, but I want those. All right. So what I want you to do, I want you to point to any red card you like. It's black. Oh, ace of diamonds. Excellent. And I wanted you to make it red because we're going to use black ink. I want you to mark that ace of diamonds. Now, do you know your father's Visa number? Check number? Do you have a savings account? Do you have any numbers? Do you have a PIN? Do you know your PIN? Do you have a debit? Why did I get him? All right, do me a favor. Put your initials on that card. Nice and big. Excellent. Beautiful. And beautiful work. Beautiful work. There it is, the ace of diamonds. It has been signed. I'm going to put it in the deck, and I'm going to do this right up for you so you can watch it go, all right? Got it? I'm going to give the deck a couple cuts. That's 1. That's 4. That's 6, right? And a little shuffle. We got any problems? Do you speak or no? Okay, I'm just curious. All right. First of all, so you folks know, not on top, right? Not on top. But somewhere in the deck, I want you to verify for me I'm putting the deck in the box, correct? Yeah. And I'm going to close the box. Now the card is in the deck and the deck is locked in the box, right? Also have a bag, my personal sponsor, Excellent. All right. I'd like you to jump inside the bag, take a walk around, make sure it's all right. Yeah, all right. But I like the attendant. All right. So what I'm going to do, nothing in the bag. The box goes into the bag. In fact, you can feel it in there. I also have an ice pick. Not so funny now, is it? All right. Take the ice pick, take the bag, and skewer the bag. 1, 2, small. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, wild card. My faith in mankind. And now, ladies and gentlemen, come to that part of every magic act that everyone looks forward to with bated breath. Yes, it is now time for the ring trick. Yeah. At the count of 3, oh no, not the ring trick. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, not the ring trick. A little too enthusiastic. All right. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the ring trick, but you will be overjoyed to know I got these rings made personally for me in Paris. Right? Wow. 4, 5. Ring a solid steel orb with no beginning and no ending, but when tapped to its brother, it will link. Now, ladies, I'm sorry. Oh, I beg your pardon. I thought you said something. Ladies and gentlemen, this fascinating trick is over. I've heard that. You're challenging me on this? You're calling? I know that trick. I had a set of hooves. Go ahead, take us out and unlink them. I'll be back in a few minutes. All right. That still leaves us with the 3 rings of love. The engagement ring, the wedding ring, and the suffering. as excited about this as I am. Very so far. Wax to the top of that ring. 1, 2, right through the steel. Look, you can still feel where it's warm. How are you? Ladies and gentlemen, he has not only unlinked those rings, but he has relinked them. No small feat, I might add. Once again, sir, does not take force to get one. It's a, to get one separate from the other. Hold it perpendicular. Draw the flat one perpendicular. Draw the perpendicular. Draw the flat. No, perpendicular. Perpendicular. Draw the flat one back towards you. Will melt. Travel. Go right up. Back. Don't bang on that. Take the flat one. I love it. She's in it now. Take the. Yeah. Take the. Flat one back towards you. Will melt. Travel. Go right up on her arm. Back towards you. Yeah, okay, you should. No, you guys are married, aren't you? All right. Bring him up here. Give him a big hand around you. Right up here. What's your name? Ethan. Have any hobbies? You married? That's fascinating. All right, here we go. Each ring inexplicably linked to the other, and slightly taller than I had anticipated. You do me a favor, right? You stand right there, right in the trap door. You guys have an assistant. All right. Now when you, ooh, you're starting to thin out on top there, buddy. All right.
It's true.
The glare is killing me. All right, when you yank, they wouldn't come apart, would they?
Nope.
I like you to breathe heavy in those rings. Breathe heavy. Don't spit like that. They rust. Oh, get him! Get him! Good sport. Thank you. Now we're going to use a special trick. I usually pick on one side so I don't get the whole theater man. Yeah, how are you? Come on. Yeah, oh, wow. What's your name? Olive. Olive, how are you? I'm fine. Are you Olive? You're in middle school. All right. Are you married? How's that working out for you? Pretty good. All right, Olive, you're in middle school. Face there you go. Give Olive a big round of Olive, were you ever in the Navy?
No.
No, okay. Well, the reason I asked you that, we're going to do something with rope, and people in the Navy usually learn a lot about rope and knots and stuff like that. I have some rope here. Now, Olive, I'm going to be honest with you, this gets a little confusing.
Okay.
So, I like that you're laughing already. That makes me feel good. All right, so I'm going to kind of walk you through it, all right? Olive, see these things I'm wiggling at you?
Yep.
Those are the ends. Thing down there with the loop in it, that's the middle. Now, I bring that up for a reason, because I've occasionally seen this trick done with 3 ends. Yeah, I know, all of a sudden, hey. 3 ends, 1 middle. Huh. One time I saw a guy do it 4 ends.
I have a question.
You're not. No, why don't we just watch the trick? See where it goes. John, it's a church audience. They'll all be nice, all right? Don't worry about it. All right, Alice. We didn't start with it. We started with one piece, right? Which I showed. Oh, no. Ladies and gentlemen, the first time I saw that, I was as stunned as you people. And I, too, forgot to applaud. All right. Let me show you what's going on this. Let's see. In the beginning of this thing, I showed you the ends, right? You said they were ends, and then you asked a bunch of questions that had nothing to do with the trick, right? Hold on to the ends. Make sure they're ends, because that leaves me with a big, giant middle. Where'd we get Olive, anyway? All right, Olive. So, Leia, what you can do is you take these ends and cleverly lay them on the rope. They appear to be ends. Now, it's just an illusion. But it's a good one, isn't it? All right, Olive. Thank you. Okay, Olive. Here we go. Famous trick. This is the cut and restored rope trick. You asked me before, did I cut the rope? And yes, I did. There are the scissors. I would like you to cut the rope in half. Nice work. All right. I said in half. We're a little off. That's all right, Olive. When I was a young boy, my parents thought I was a little off. They sent me to a child psychiatrist. That kid didn't know a thing. All right. They're not the same length, are they, Olive? No, but occasionally, kind of yoink on one and de-yoink on the other, thereby having two pieces of rope equal distance from each other. I'm now going to tie them with a large, technically known as whacking knot. A large, all right. Olive, this is my favorite part. Count of three, you're going to blow on the knot. The knot is going to vanish, and the rope will restore. 1, 2, 3. Oh, boy. All right.
Did I break the rope?
Let's try it. Hold on to the end of that nice and tight. You got it? I'll just and will remain suspended in disbelief and shock. All right, you guys got it. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people ask me why I do this. Some even. No, you're leaving too soon. There are church people, John. It'll be a great audience, all right? A lot of people ask me how I learned all this stuff. And when I was a kid, I was not the sharpest pencil, as you probably have deduced already. But I found magic. I was a little kid, and I had to read to learn because the only tricks I could find were in books. So it taught me how to read. And then when I was about 16, a carnival played in town, and I got to go to the carnival, and they had a magician called Mr. Impossible, and he was. And I went up to him and I said, "Hey, Mr. Impossible, I am a magician too." He said, "Really?" I said, "Yes, observe." I had a little red plastic thimble, put it, phew, wow. Try that again. 1, 2, wow. Oops, oh. See, you can take my. All right, so anyway, I did those tricks for Mr. Impossible, and I'm sure I didn't fool him, but he liked it, and he said, "Well, okay, you can, you get your parents' permission, we'll give you a little spot in the carnival, I'll help teach you some magic." And I did that, and he taught me some magic, but what I really learned were the secrets of the carnival. Now, every carnival is 2 carnivals. There's a carnival when the sheriff is inspecting it, and there's a carnival when the sheriff is not inspecting it. And I learned many things. Raise your hand if you've ever heard the expression short change. Okay? All right. Good. Oh, hi. How are you? We got your husband. Let's get you. What's your name? Stephanie. Why are you Stephanie? No, not with that brilliant Colgate smile of yours. All right, Stephanie, I'm going to do two things for you. Has anybody ever heard of 3-card Monte? Yeah. All right, that's an old hustle. I learned one of the ways to throw it from the carnival. And I'm going to do this as a public service because you cannot win at this game. Take it from me. 3 cards, correct, Stephanie? Yes. Okay. There's a black 10 of spades, red queen of hearts, 10 of spades. Boys say, "Why do you choose 10 of spades?" I do that to confuse you. What I'm going to do, I'll play the game a little bit with you, okay, just for fun. Where's the queen? Excellent, Stephanie. Oh, I knew I got the right one. Queen of hearts, 10 of spades. Put your hand on top of the queen. That was a good guess, but not quite there, Stephanie. That's the queen over there. That's the 10 over there. I know everybody goes, "Heck." Don't just use 2 cards. See the queen? Got it? No, that's 10 queens over there. All right, I'll tell you one more time for you, Stephanie. How much was it? That's $45 so far. going to talk. That's a bad thing. Keep your eyes down there. All right. So I just do that to show you that you can't win at this thing. I have some money here. I'd like you to count it along with me. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, jump in when I see you with me. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20. Yes! Stephanie is a budding actress and looking for work. All right. I don't know if you trust me when I count them, so I'm going to let you count them. This clip, it's not that I don't trust you, just that I want all the money back. All the money back. Count the carefully.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Now, you don't mind if I check.
All right.
Hold on to the clip. Open it up. 20 bucks. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 bucks. There's a buck missing. How amusing was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 14, 19. You know, Stephanie, I like your coquettish way and that come-hither smile. I'm going to give you another chance.
Boy.
Now, look. I hear that a lot. All right, now count on both sides. Count on that side and that side to make sure I haven't printed them up for Hui on one and for Howie on the other, which is the name of my law firm, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, for Hui and for Howie. How much?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10.
20 bucks. You count on both
I
sides.
got it. It's there.
Excellent. So you don't mind me checking? No, you have no problem with it. I'll help you out. Oh, fine.
I remembered.
All right. Let's see how you did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It came back. 10, 15. That's 5 plus the other buck. That's 6 bucks. You owe me, Stephanie. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You know I can't afford you, Stephanie. But don't blame it on him. He's over there. I'm going to let you keep that $6 as a token of my appreciation for doing that trick. And plus the 40, the 45 that you owe me, so that's 31. Give 70 big round of applause. All right, we're a little tight on time, but I do want to give this a chance. This is the money portion of the program. Once again, somebody else gets a chance to win some money. I need somebody sharp. Somebody, oh no, you don't. Yes, I think so. Now, I've been talking about money. Say, oh, you get a chance to win some money. As you can see, I've given a number of chances for money. I'm going to put this out here for you. There is a $100 bill, a $100 bill, a $100 bill, and a dollar, for a total of $301. Did you happen to go to college?
Yes.
Where'd you go?
Loyola Marymount in California.
Oh, this will be easy. All right. Did you have a, what do they call that? me closely. I'm going to give you all the information you need. Billy's mother had 3 kids. The first one, that is a Penny. The first one they named Penny. What's that? I know, sorry. Nickel? Nickel, it is, yeah, glasses on. It is a nickel, yes, a nickel. The second one, they named Nicole. What did they name the third child? Billy. Dang! All right, give you. But there's more. That was the first one. That's just for fun. Here we go. I don't want to use that. All right, I'll use this. I got it. Playing card. It is the
3 of spades.
Repeat it one more time.
3 of spades.
It is where,
In your pocket.
and you can see it.
Yes.
If you get confused, look to the 3 of spades. $1, $2, $300. Listen to me closely. Do you have a pocket?
No.
Oh, well, okay, I'll hold it for you. All right. Yeah, you could have, but you didn't. Where was I? Got me all aflutter. $300. I am going to ask you 3 questions. You must reply the 3 of spades to each of these questions, no matter how ridiculous they are. If you are successful, you may win some or all of that money. Do you understand?
3 of spades.
Dang it! Linda! Yeah, give it to the short guy! We're out of here, isn't it?
3 of spades.
Dang it! Penny? Yeah. I'm gonna need your help. All right. If you are successful in your endeavor, what is it you want as your prize? The $300 or the 3 of spades? And you shall have it. Give her a We're running my time here a little bit, but I think we have one more Dana Walk. It's French. It's a big thing. Who left? Hi, how's it going? Got a wallet? What do you keep for a wallet? Thanks for volunteering. Come on up. How are you? Oh, really nervous. What's your name? Thanks for wearing heels. 5. I'm sorry, what's your name? Give Michelle a big round. All right. Michelle, everyone that comes up gets a prize. Well, not everyone, but you get a chance. Have your prize down here, Michelle. In the little green box. I'd like you to open the green box. What do you see? She lights up juicy fruit. Take the pack and attest to the audience that is sealed. And it's a thing. And if you can help me, I'm not very good at this, to be honest with you, but I'll try to break this. There we go. Can you take the cellophane off? And open it up. You should see a book. Correct. What are the odds of that? All right. Reach in, remove all the sticks of gum, put them on the table. Yes, in any order you desire. she's up here. You guys can't hear her. See what you have these in the car? They're a little sneaky. Give me the trash. I'll take care of that. Okay. I want you to pick any stick of gum that you want. Do you want to change your mind? No. Last chance. Excellent. I'd like you to pick up the rest of the sticks and throw them out into the audience. All for them for free.
Really?
I spare no expense. Yeah, come here. Yeah. Whoa! Yay! You know, they haven't got, oh, anyway, all right. Nice, Antonio. I would like you, that should gum you chose, sit right on top of that stick of gum. You will agree in this condition, it is physically impossible for me to touch or tamper with that stick of gum without you knowing it. Absolutely. All right. There's a deck of cards. These are all different and mixed up as you will attest. Gonna write them down? Well, I'll shuffle whenever you want to. Say stop. Excellent. Gonna go down the corner. Say stop. Excellent. Take a look at the card. Show it to the audience in a minute. What do you got? Five spades are the rest of the deck goes into the box, so there is no tricky switching. Take the five of spades. Oh, sorry. Five of clubs. Take the five of clubs, tear it in half. I am not meant to ignore you people. I have a small manila envelope. You will note there is nothing in the small manila envelope. Tear it apart. Did you tear it in half? Excellent. Put it together, tear it in half again. No end to the works. All right. Small manila envelope. Is anyone home? All right. Put the sections of card in the envelope. Can you see the sections of card in the envelope? Would you take the envelope, seal it? You don't have to lick it, self-seal. See the depending on make sure. Yes! Ladies and gentlemen, let me explain to you what it is I'm going to attempt to do. I'm going to attempt to meld that playing card together while in her possession. Cham, Chachar, Latara, Bah! You know why I do that? I enjoy it. All right. Hold up the envelope, please. Scissors. I don't really want to touch it because that'd be cheating. I would like you to open up the envelope, reach in and remove that five of whatever it was, and it's melded it. Wait a minute. A section of the playing card. Anything else? Nope. You don't suppose. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you don't think I'm overacting, but I am a graduate of the William Shatner School of Acting. Stand up. Remove the stick of gum guarded by your posterior. Hold on a moment. Yes, it's still warm. Open it up and remove the stick of gum. Yeah, it's the easiest part of the whole thing. Yeah. Wait a minute. Wait, that's not gum. That is a playing card. The five of clubs with a big blackened section. Oh, give her a round.
My good friend John P. Hopkins, everybody. Listen, you guys, I don't think we could express enough gratitude to you tonight for showing up. We're all going to be doing a lot of praying for Kenny, and we're going to make sure that God knows we're down here caring about him, that's for sure. So let's have another hand for everybody on the show. Matt Summerfield, John P. Hopkins, I'm Ken Severa, and I'd like to bring up my wife to make announcements for the rest of the night, and she's going to give you the schedule. Here is my wonderful wife, Lori.
Thank you. So what we're going to do now is the drawing for the gift baskets. And if you want to take a minute and do the silent auction and still want to make some bids, please run out. And then we're going to have dessert. Okay? And coffee. What? No, they don't. Yeah. Did everyone get raffle tickets that wanted them? Yes? Did you put them in your baskets already? The raffle tickets? Okay. We'll put them all on the stage.
Hi guys, we're making it up as we go. So KJ and I will do some thank yous to everybody who was helping. And then there will be some desserts back there if you want to help yourself. And then we'll have, I don't know, half hour or so. And then if you have any tickets left over, feel free to put them up in here. And then we will have the silent auction still back out there. So you guys will have some time to finish up anything that you'd like to try to get. So I'll just start off with the thank yous. Thank yous to our performers, my uncle, Kenny, Ken Severa, Matt Summerfield, and John Hopkins. We couldn't have done it without all of our volunteers too. Oh, sorry, I went a little too fast. Give it up for all of our entertainers. All right, and then we couldn't have done it without all of our volunteers. The food was headed up by Joy Fisher with assistance from her husband, Dave. All right, and then Karen and John Tate, along with Billy Lamb, Kathy Cortland, Kelly and Don Lang, Kathy Lick, Mo and Claire Bansky, Patricia Finney, Melanie Solorio, for the coffee bar. And then we have Dar Tenebrady and Megan Capalla. And then you can... All right, and then many big thanks to the Tonda family for donating the Jimmy John sandwiches. And additional many thanks to all those who brought appetizers, desserts, and baked goods and donated drinks.
And then now the silent auction and raffles were headed by Kristen Christensen with setup assisted by Paula Manuzza. So let's give them a hand. And then tickets and payments were headed by Pam Atkinson, Vicky O'Connor, with help from Michelle Sufer, Darlene Tenebrity, and Lori Klinka Calzavera. So, a couple claps there. And then we have Andy Lick for sound and Matt Carlson for lighting and media up in the back there. And then we have Rick O'Connor for announcing and ushering, wherever he's at. And then we have Mike Urbanski for the 50-50 raffle, putting in the work right now. And then we have Kent Atkinson for greeting. And then a big thank you to Keith Sobe for a lot of the setup. And then I want to say thank you to all the cleanup crew as well, all the attendees, you know, everyone who pitched in, and a huge thanks to the many who donated like the silent auction, like the raffle items, because we couldn't have done it without you. And I want to thank you to all the donors here, like anyone who made a donation to the fund. It was a big help, and we're just glad you guys are all part of this community as we go through this fight together. So yeah, you guys all made a huge difference for us. So give yourselves a round of applause too.
Yes, and a final thank you again to all of you who came. We couldn't have done this without you. The Bland family really appreciates all of your love and prayers and support through this whole ordeal. We are so grateful for all of you, and we really appreciate it. And we are looking ahead with hope, and with your help, we'll be able to get there. So thank you so much. So go enjoy dessert, and feel free to finish voting. Or doing raffles. Just kidding.
Thank you. Now, if you have any raffle tickets you'd still like to go, put in the bags. Now's the time to do it. And then we'll do the raffle, and then we can all have dessert. Are there any raffle tickets? Okay. Anyone else? There's also silent auctions are still open just for the few minutes before we do all the drawings. So if you'd like to go on a silent auction table. Just take another 5 minutes. If you'd like 50-50 tickets, now's your time. Mike has the 50-50 tickets. Mike is by the stage. So we'll do this and then just that's fine. I'll just say dessert. What else do you want to say? Okay. 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 All right. If everyone would come back into the theater, if everyone would come back into the church, we're going to do the raffle. The first. This is for Dolores McGee Antique Market. Frank C. 025304. Okay, super. Over there. Yes. Okay, next. We have Cooper's Hawk Wine. And that is 673613. 673613. 67316. 3613. Okay, let's put this here for a minute. The wine. Nope.
Then you might want to draw another ticket if
Okay.
it doesn't have a name on it.
Okay, it doesn't have a name. Okay, this is Angela Yates, 673564. Angela Yates? Oh, yippee! Okay, next. Pam?
You guys don't pick these, they're coming home with me.
Okay. This is So Hopped Brewery and Tap Room, $40 gift card. Are you giving her wine? This is ticket number 025012. This is URB. No. Okay, great.
Let's read you.
Okay, this is for Bee Blanket by Jennifer Butner. The beautiful blanket out there. This is 673558, and this is Eileen. Vote. It's a red ticket. Eileen? Yay! I'm just going to throw them down here. Okay, this is for sports picture number 2. So, sports picture number 2. This is Beth Rabel. Beth? Okay, Beth, come on up. This is for Linfred Winery Roselle, wine tasting for 6 people. This is Anthony M. Anthony's one of KJ's friends from high school, and he just bought 100 tickets, and he said, or $100 worth of tickets, and he said, I never ever win anything. Yay, Anthony! Go, Anthony! This is Kate Spade and Mary Kay. This is Madison Lombard. Madison Lombard. Yay, go Madison. This is Rose's Bakery $50 gift card sweatshirt. Pam A. Yeah, there you Cooper's Hawk Wine and Wine Tasting. These are nice prizes. This is Ron and Emily. Ron and Emily. Are Ron and Emily in here? Oh, super. This is La Beamy's Tavern, $35 gift card. RT. RT? Okay, come on down. This is Lou Malnati's Pizza, $50 gift card. This is Estrie. Is that right? Elstree? Yay! This is Hand and Stone Massage. I like that. $50 gift certificate. This one doesn't have a name, so it's 024122. 024122. Is that anyone's? Over here? Great, come on down. Jenny McGee, Beauty Basket. Woo! Woohoo! This is RT. All right. Come on. The silent auction will be ending in 10 minutes. Jameson's Char House, $25 gift card. They have great food. This is the name. This is Ethan Renauer? Okay, I botched your name completely. And this is 1776 Restaurant. $25 gift card, Cooper's Hawk Wine. Seago. Seago. The Seagos. I checked them in. Seagos in here? I'll maybe do this again. You're out of the room. Leave that there. Yeah. All right, the second sports picture. Sports picture. Some of these don't have names. Julia Wenger. Yay! Come on up. Matt's, they're in my purse. Matt's over there. Okay, this is for a Palamanuza beauty basket. This is Seago again. Where are the Seagos? Well, if they don't, I'll get another. All right. And this is Whispering Winds Kennel 3-night stay gift basket. So if anyone would like to stay at the kennel for 3 nights, here's your chance. Let's see who's going to be in a cage. Linda Agris. Linda Agris? Oh, yay. I hope you have dogs. Blue Tangerine Beauty Basket. Carly Watkins. Woohoo! Limoges Bruche. Ron and Emily. Yeah. Picture number 4. James McGee. James? You got my wallet? Your wallet too? Okay. All right. Archery yard game. CUF. Goal Line Sports Bar and Grill. This has no name. Chris Carr. Sports picture number 3. Benedict. Yeah, yeah. Go team, go fight, win. Metropolis Theater, Arlington Heights, 2 tickets for Greece. Jackson P. Yeah! Woo! Blanket by Kim Delaney, a beautiful blanket. Maria Dwyer. Woo! This is De Buffon Italian Restaurant, $50 gift card. Estrie. Yeah. Is this the second one you've won? Buy the lottery ticket tonight. This is Vision's Hair Salon haircut and conditioning treatment. Tiffany Massell. Yay. Tree painting. Herb. Barn painting. No name. Car. Again, was it Chris? Chris Carr. Oh, yes. So, Seago, the Seago's still here? Then I'll pick someone else. This is for the 1776 restaurant, $25 gift certificate, and Cooper's Hawk wine. Kim Zuel. Yay. And this is the Paulo Manuza Beauty Basket. Herb again. Definitely play the lottery. And is that it? A couple minutes to the 50-50 raffle, and please, you can stay here, and then we'll go out and have dessert and coffee. Thank you, just a couple minutes. Okay, so if you haven't bid on the silent auction, please take a minute to do that, and then we'll do the 50-50. What should we do? I don't right. Slight change of plans. We're going to ask everyone, the silent auction is now minimum bid whatever you want to bid. There's no minimum, so whatever you want to bid. Got a lot of great things out there. And we'll do the 50-50 out there also, so please mingle around, have some coffee and dessert, and that will all be announced out in the foyer.